So today we are going to discuss two curves. One is IS curve, the other is LM. IS means investment equals saving, and LM means money supply equals money demand. And so how does it work? For Keynesian model, we only have Y, okay, and we can get equilibrium output versus equilibrium income or equilibrium GDP. But then, in this case, we want to derive the relationship between Y and R. So Y is the real output, GDP, okay? And R is the real interest rate. But if you look at Keynesian model, right, you have here YS, and here it is AE, aggregate expenditure. And this is 45-degree line. So this model does not have R, okay, the interest rate. So we use R as the exogenous variable, okay, exogenous variable. Try to find out what would happen if R changes. And then we can derive another here, that is the Y, interest rate, and IS curve. Because in this case, investment is equal to saving because we make sure that what we get is an equilibrium income. So in this case, what we have here is investment equals saving. And then from here to here, you have two interest rate, you have two income level, and here you have Y, and then you have R. Okay, so let us say we have aggregate expenditure that is the same. But if you say aggregate expenditure is the same, why you have two different equilibrium income? The point is we have different interest rate, okay? Here is R1 and here is R2, okay? As we all know, interest rate goes up, okay? What happened? Interest rate goes up, C goes down, I goes down, and then Y will go down, okay? So, because of this, R1 must be less than R2, okay? Because interest rate goes up, consumption, investment goes down, and of course, in this case, income level goes down. So then we have here Y2 and Y1. Okay, here you know that R2 is actually a higher interest rate level, and then R1 will be here. So it's like this. Okay, so this is what we have, IS curve. Okay, and as we all know, we have a supply curve, demand curve, and then we need to know what factors will affect supply and demand and in which direction. So the same thing here, okay, we have IS curve here, okay, so let us say, and it happens quite often, so let us say government expenditure goes up, okay? As you know, if government expenditure goes up, what happens? Aggregate expenditure goes up, okay? And the same thing here. So this is also an exogenous variable. If government expenditure goes up, you expect the output going to go up, okay, for both cases. So then what happened? At every given interest rate, okay, at every given interest rate, the income goes up. So here, income goes up, and here income goes up. So what does that mean? That means if you have expansionary fiscal policy, okay, if you stimulate the economy by increased government expenditure, consumption, investment, then this curve shifts to the right. On the contrary, suppose you decrease consumption, decrease investment, or increase tax, then it is contractionary fiscal policy. So the IS curve shifts to the left. Okay? So, to this point, Any questions? So you have IS curve looks like this. Of course, you know, we have some special cases. So let us say IS curve is vertical or IS curve is horizontal. And that is way for, you know, after the midterm to discuss it. Okay, so far, so good. Then, what about this here? So you have Y, and you have R, okay, and you have IS curve. And let us say we have point A, point B, and point C, okay? Point A, B, C, they are at the same interest rate, okay? The interest rate is the same for A, for B, and for C. And for B, okay, here it is income equals saving because this is IS curve, okay? Just like here, right? Along every point here, okay, investment is equal to saving. And then here you have the same interest rate, but you have different level, right? So in this case, can anyone tell me what is the relationship between I and S? Okay? For point C, so point B, that's easy, right? Because it is on IS curve. So I has to be equal to S. Then what about here? Lin Weixun. So we will have point A, B, and C, right? So at point B, investment is equal to saving, okay? But you have A and C, we need to find out the relationship of I and S. Okay, so Lin Weixun, what's the difference between B and C? What's the difference? They have interest rate the same, right? Okay, and then so what? What's the difference?
C 应该是现在技术还没办法考试。
Right. You know, to make it easier, because we only have two variables. One is R, right? The other is Y. Okay? So I is the same. What about the other one? This one, C, right? The income is larger, right? Okay? And so at point B, I is equal to S. What about C? What would be that?
I 大于 S。
Okay, you say I is greater than S. Okay, so because ABC, they have the same interest rate level, right? And supposedly at this point, okay, we already have investment. Okay, we already have investment. And now, the only difference between A, C, and B is income level. Okay, at this point, okay, Lin Weixun, C has a higher income level. The output is higher, right? So what does that mean? And at this point, we already have the investment, right? So investment should be fixed, okay? And so what would be the difference here? I mean, the relationship here. So investment at this interest rate level is the same for A, B, and C. But C has higher income, right? So that means it has more income and it doesn't spend that much. So means there's gonna be more saving, okay? So then here it is actually S greater than I, okay? S greater than I. And so, Fengjie, what about here? A, what is the relationship between I and S?
S 大于 I。
It is here, point C. Okay? Why? Because at this point, the income level is lower. Okay, the income level is lower, right? And so, if investment is the same for A, B, and C, income level is lower. So, he won't be able to save as much. Okay? So then, because of this, what is the direction for change? Okay, direction for change means in which way you're going to move. Because in this case, A, okay, I is greater than S. Investment is greater than income. So what does that mean? That means there's more demand. Okay, more demand, so that income will go up. So it moves here. And this one, because demand is a little bit less, so it will move here. Okay? So this is the direction to equilibrium. It is to the right, and here is to the left. Okay, this will be in the test. Okay, this will be in the test. I will ask you the relationship of between investment and saving, okay, and in which way you're gonna move toward equilibrium. So in this case, because I is greater than S, right? So you will move to the right because there's more demand, okay? So income will go up. And here, demand is not enough because I is less than saving, okay? So the output will go down, the income will go down. Okay, questions? Okay, another one. So again, IS curve, you have here, you have A, B, and C. Okay, by the way, if IS curve move to the right, what happened? Okay, IS shifts to the right. Y will go up and interest rate will go up. If shifts to the left, Y will go down and R will go down. Okay? Just like if you have increase in supply, okay, increase in supply, price will go down, okay, quantity will go up. Okay, if decrease in supply, price will go up, quantity will go down. Okay, so basically it is the same thing. This curve will shift to the right, shift to the left, and then you're going to look at what will be the impact to the economy. And now you are looking at interest rate and R. Okay, so again, let's look at here. You have the same income level. Okay, now you have income level the same. And now we want to know the relationship between the same thing. Okay, I and S. So again, at point B, because it is on the IS curve, so I is equal to S. Okay, and then what about A? 潘志远. What is the relationship of I and S? I smaller than saving? Are you sure? Why? Interest is lower, right? So when? Excuse me? Income fixed. And what else? So income is fixed. At this point, right, I is equal to S. So what's the difference between A and B? Interest rate. A is lower. And so what would be the relationship between I and S? Which one is larger? S? I? Okay. Why? Because at this point, right, the interest rate is higher. I is equal to S, right? And now it is lower. And as you know, right, we just say here, right, interest rate go up, consumption goes down, I goes down, and Y goes down, right? And so if it goes up, sorry, it goes down, right? If interest rate goes down, then C goes up, I goes up, and then Y goes up, right? So because at this point, interest rate is lower, right? So investment will go up. So this one will be higher than this one, right? Okay, and then again, here it will be I less than S, okay? And if you check it, it's the same, right? The same thing here. So if any point that is to the left of IS curve, investment is greater than saving. If it is to the right, investment is less than saving. Okay? Okay, so what is the direction of change when you want to move? Okay, when you want to move to the equilibrium, what is the direction? So this one going to go up or going to go down? Go up. Why? I investment is demand, right? If you have more demand, okay, and saving is not enough, what happens? You will drive up interest rate, okay? So it's going to go up like this, and this one, of course, is going to go down because investment is less than saving. You have a whole bunch of money, but nobody, want to borrow that much, right? So what happened? It's going to go down. Okay? Okay, so this direction is different. Here to the right, here to the left, okay? And here is going up, and here is going down. So there's no gimmicks. If you understand basic economics about interest rate, investment, and saving, you should be able to answer all these questions. So, Sweeting, you are a little bit late, so you have to, take a picture of all these, okay? So later we're going to discuss LM curve again, and so basically it works the same way, okay? Li Junqiang, Li Boyi, any questions? Yang Junqiang, Lin Sengkai, good? Okay. You will be in the test. You'll be in the test. Questions? Okay, let's get to LM. Sorry, if you want to take a picture, you need to do it now. I'm going to erase it because we are going to discuss LM. Questions? Okay. Okay, LM. So we have money market. So here is M, here is R, and you have money supply, and here you have money demand. And from here, we're going to get to Y, R, LM curve. Okay? Okay, so here you have M, you have R, right? And here you have Y, you have R. So there is no Y here. So you have to get a Y there. So let us say this is equal to output level Y1, and then here is MD, output level Y2, or income level Y2. Okay, so what happened? You have two money demand, and so you get two interest rate. So here is R1 and here is R2. As we all know that if income level goes up, then money demand gonna go up. And if money demand gonna go up, you're gonna get higher interest rate. So then we get 2 points, Y1, Y2, and here is R1, R2. So what you get? You get LM curve. Okay? Questions? Then, how does this curve gonna change? Due to what factors? So let us say we have expansionary policy. So money supply goes up. So money supply goes up. So as you can tell, okay, at every income level, interest rate goes down, right? Interest rate goes down. At every income level, interest rate goes down, interest rate goes down. So what does that mean? That means if it is expansionary policy, okay, if increase money supply, or any policy that increases the stimulus to the money market, then also you're gonna stimulate the goods market, okay? So, increasing money supply shifts this diagram to the right. And if LM shifts to the right, what you get? Y gonna go up and interest rate gonna go down, okay? And if shift to the left, Y gonna go down and interest rate gonna go up, okay? So basically, this is the way we're gonna derive LM curve. From money market, okay, you have money here, you have R here, but you don't have Y, you don't have income. So when you use income as an exogenous variable, so let us say this is money demand when it is R1, and this is money demand when it is R2, and you can clearly see income goes up, okay, money demand goes up. So R2 is greater than R1. Sorry, Y2 is greater than Y1. And, okay, here R1 is lower, okay, R2 is higher. And then you add one more dimension, that is the increase in money supply. So expansionary monetary policy, then LM shift to the right, okay? Because at every given given income level, interest rate goes down, okay? So interest rate goes down here, and so then we have expansionary policy will move, okay, will shift LM curve to the right. And it is contractionary policy, okay, you reduce money supply, then it shifts to the left. Okay? Questions? All these are not in the book, okay? So you need to be careful about all these. Okay, questions? Then, again, we are going to discuss the direction, okay, toward equilibrium. So you have Y here, you have R here, okay, and then LM. And the same thing, you have A, B, and C. Okay? And at this point, of course, because it's LM curve, right? So money demand is equal to money supply. MD is equal to MS. So now look at A, B, and C. 陈佑熙. So B, because it's on LM curve, so money demand is equal to money supply. What about here, C? Which one is larger? Right. What is, ABC has the same interest rate level, right? So the only difference is Y, right? Okay? And so if at point B, MD is equal to MS, what about C? Why is that? Okay? MS greater than MD. Okay? Are you sure? So, what? Okay. Okay, why? Which one has higher income? B or C? B. Higher income. This one, okay, the income level is here, right? The income level is down here. So which one has higher income level? C, right? Higher income level, right? Higher income level, higher money demand. Okay? If at this point money demand is equal to money supply, right? And this one has higher income, right? If this one is, if at this point MD is equal to MS, and here has higher income, right? So the money demand will be higher, okay? And what about here? A, Huang Weixin, A.
MS 大于 MD。
Okay, MS greater than MD. Okay, because it has lower income, right? It has lower income, so money demand is lower. Okay, so what would be the direction of change? Okay, the direction of change. 不国语 direction of change. No idea. Okay. 黄宇峰。不过语 answer. You have to find one answer. You only have two directions, right? Okay. As we say, if money supply is higher, right? What will happen to the economy? Boy, if the money supply is higher, what would happen to the economy? If money supply is higher, what would generally the income level of the economy? More money, you are happier, right? So what happened to the economy? Only two directions, up or down, right? So, excuse me? Okay? Because here, money supply is equal to money demand, right? And generally we say if there's more money, the economy is going to go up. Okay? So what? Go up here, right? Okay? And what about here? Because money demand is larger than money supply. So the economy, the output, right? The output gonna go down. Okay? Questions? Questions? Also, because we are talking about money, okay? Because we are talking about money. If there's more money, right? Okay? Usually, the interest rate gonna go down. Okay? That would be the opposite because there's more money demand. If you have increase in money demand, this one gonna go up. Okay? Let us look at the other direction here. So you have Y, you have R, okay, you have LM, the same thing, and then A, B, and C. Okay, Wang Yufeng. So at point B, MD is equal to MS, right? What about A and C? A here. MD larger than MS. Okay, and what about here?
Larger than D.
Okay. Okay, why? Wang Yifeng, can you tell us why? At point B, MD is equal to MS, right? Okay? And at this point, C, okay, it has higher interest rate, right? If the interest rate is higher, the more money you keep in your pocket, you lose more income, right? So your money demand goes down. And here, because interest rate is lower, so your money demand goes up. And so in this case, what happened? Because there's more money supply, right? Okay, so the interest rate will go down, right? And here you have more money demand, so interest rate will go up. Okay, so here the direction is to the right, the direction is to the left, and here is direction is to the, up, right? And here is down. Okay? Questions? Any questions? So, sorry, Xu Shaoxian, you missed quite a bit. Okay, you wanna check the others, but if you have the textbook, that's fine because everything is there. Okay, good. Questions? Okay, the same thing. Now we have IS and LM. Okay, now we have IS, LM, so what happened? So let me erase this part. So then you have Y, you have R, and then you have IS, and you have LM. Okay? So if you have expansionary policy, okay, expansionary fiscal policy, okay, so IS curve shift to the right, and also you have expansionary LM monetary policy, so LM also shift to the right. Okay, so then what happened? So if IS to the left, to the right, you have Y goes up and R goes up, right? And if you have LM also shift to the right, you have Y goes up, R goes down. Okay, so then what happened? You're gonna have income goes up, but as for the interest rate, it is not sure, right? We don't know because it really depends on which one has a higher impact. Okay? Questions? Just like supply and demand, right? You have supply increase, supply decrease, then you're gonna have price goes up, quantity goes down the other way, and then you have to match that with what's going on in terms of demand. Okay, price may go up, go down. So then there are 4 cases, right? For supply and demand, there are 4 cases. They will be the same thing. 4 cases here. Okay, let's take a break.